Nora, having a drink. Join me?
Pack your stuff. You're out of here.
Is there a problem?
Yeah, big one, and it's you.
What?
You're being evicted, Jared. Effective immediately.
For having my daughter committed to a mental institution just to protect your own interests.
Assume then you're also going to punish Jessica's husband in some way, since he did give his full cooperation.
Pack your bag.
Hell, he got off on it, actually, having his own wife committed.
Okay. We're just talking about you now, Jared, all right? As guardian of this house and out of respect to Asa, I cannot allow you to stay here any longer after what you just did to Asa's granddaughter.
I am Asa's son. Doesn't son trump granddaughter?
From the day you arrived in Landview, both of my daughters have suffered a great deal because of you. And that's going to come to an end right now.
So, you have an hour to get your stuff together. No more free ride.
May I chime in here?
What are you doing here?
Nigel let me in.
Well, Nigel can let you out because you're just not welcome here, Dorian.
I did not come here to see you, Clint, or your charming paramour. I came here to see Jared. I want to talk to him about his father.
You're here to talk to me about...
Your father. You are Asa Buchanan's son, are you not?
Yes.
Good. I own a magazine called Craze, and I would like to do a profile on you and your newfound parentage. Buchanan stories always sell.
Dorian, you couldn't have come at a worse time.
Oh? Have I interrupted?
Yes, actually, Clint and Nora have asked me to move out of my father's house.
Oh, pardon me. Don't I get to weigh in on this, or have I been reduced to being the old widow in the attic? God forbid anyone should tell me anything. If I didn't eavesdrop, I wouldn't have the foggiest idea what's going on.
Okay, Renee, it wasn't our intention to exclude you on this, and listen, my name may be on the deed of this house, but it's your home.
That's very kind of you, Nora. Do you really mean it?
Well, yes. Yes, of course.
Well, then, you will not have to throw this young man out of the house just because you don't like him. This is my husband's son. He will always have a place in this house and in my heart.
Renee, we're not throwing him out just because we don't like him.
It's a little more complicated than that.
How? Yeah, come on, somebody, spit it out.
Jared had Jessica committed to St. Anne's.
What? Okay, hang on. Why am I the bad guy here? Her own husband agreed to it. Jessica was pretending to be Tess, hoping that she could trick me into admitting I wasn't Asa's son after all.
Well, why in God's name would she want to do that?
Because she has issues with me. She feels I'm a threat to her for some reason.
So, it sounds to me like Jessica instigated the whole thing.
Then, Renee, you're not listening to me. He had her committed. An unbelievably cruel thing to do to my Jessica, and that is why he's no longer welcome in this house.
As if I've ever been welcome in this house, except by Renee.
Jared is right. He's been treated shabbily from the beginning. And quite frankly, I've had enough of this. If he goes, so do I.
Oh, my. Evicting Asa's widow and his newfound son on the same day. The old cowboy in a continental suit's probably turning in his grave.
Shut up, Dorian.
Well, really, you needn't be so rude.
We're being rude? You barge into a house that doesn't belong to you and then start chiming in on a conversation that doesn't concern you?
Nora, don't. It's not worth it.
I was only trying to help.
Renee, the last thing I want to do, the last thing that Clint wants to do is to cause you any kind of unhappiness, especially while you're still in mourning.
Yes. Yes, I am in mourning.
Okay.
I will mourn my husband to the end of my days. But there is one person who has helped me in my grief, and it is this young man with his gracious spirit, his sense of humor. So, you own this house, and if you're committed to asking him to leave, then I'm not bluffing. I will leave too. We'll set up residence at the palace.
No. We can't allow that.
So, Jared is staying, and so am I. And I hope that we never have to have this extremely unpleasant conversation again.
Well, I think things worked out really nicely.
Nora, let's go to dinner.
In a minute. We may not be allowed to ask you to leave, but I do hope that you find your time here extremely uncomfortable knowing that you're not welcome.
Thank you. I will sit down.